Hey, good morning, Facebook, social media, Instagram Live. This is Jay Cohen with Brevard Insurance, and today I'm here with Ryan Kaufman with SmokeRise Chimney Service. And this guy right here, his company, they help everybody around Western North Carolina or
Yeah, surrounding counties, Pennsylvania and surrounding counties.
and they clean, prep, get everybody ready for wood burning season, heating your house, and also do some fireplace installs. And you guys have been around for a while, and you've been doing chimney sweep, chimney clean for how long? Or
I started working for a guy that is based out of Hendersonville. He's been doing it since 1984. He was a wealth of experience. I started doing that about 6 years ago. The plan was initially to take over his business from him. Instead of going that route, we actually just decided to start our own company, and we launched our business, SmokeRise Chimney Service, back in August. So
nice.
Still fairly new doing it on our own. Got about 4 months under our belt or so things are going well.
Awesome. Yeah, I see you guys out on social media all the time and getting out and about. And I think one of the important things a lot of people don't understand, we had an influx of people moving to our area recently, and people moving from all parts of the country that may not be used to wood burning stoves or wood burning fireplaces. And they might, a lot of houses are being flipped, or you don't know how much wood burning has actually been occurred in a thing. And so before people actually heat their home or have a decorative fire for the winter, they need to have somebody come out and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot more working parts to it than I think some people assume. It's not about just putting newspaper and kindling and firing it up and you're good to go. So if you're buying a home, definitely highly recommend getting your chimney inspected. Usually for a new real estate transaction, we'll actually run a little camera up through the chimney so we get a very close look at everything, make sure everything's in good shape. Make recommendations if it needs repairs. That's really helpful when people are in the negotiating process of buying their home. So you kind of have an idea of what you're getting into before you sign the papers and close the deal.
Yeah. And so, you've got a regular wood burning fireplace or something like this, or, just a in-home, just place. And the chimney, it could have a flue lining, or what are the different types of
typically
masonry or
rock? There's a couple different basic kinds that you'll see that meet modern codes. You'll either have a masonry chimney that's got a terracotta tile flue liner, or most newer homes now, they're actually putting in what I call a prefab fireplace.
It's a firebox or something.
It's a firebox, and then you've got a double or triple wall metal chimney that goes up through typically a wooden, it's called a chase, a wooden thing that surrounds it.
All the way.
And it goes all the way up. In addition to that, wood burning, freestanding wood burning stoves or fireplace inserts are very common. So, there's several different options out there, but as far as getting an inspection, your biggest safety concerns are the condition of the flue. If it's a fireplace, the condition of the fireplace. Clearance to combustibles is a big thing. A lot of people, might not think about the fact that over time, if you've got, say, a connecting pipe that's not far enough away from a piece of wood, the heat that comes off of that pipe is eventually going to dry that combustible material out to the point where there's a possibility that it could just light on fire.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, a lot of our insurance companies require homes that have a freestanding wood stove that we have to do a wood burning inspection. And that's something that people are sometimes surprised, but we have to come out or they have to do it. And that's the one we have to check the distances to the wall and then make sure that it's either tile or concrete or a non-combustible material. And then we also have to check the clearances. What are some of the things that you see in my 20 years in this business? We've had some chimney fires that were caused by squirrel's nest or animal debris going into chimneys. We've had creosote buildup. We've had people do, overloading a firebox or running it too hot. What are some other things you've seen out there?
Well, definitely the number one thing is general neglect. People will you know, operate a fireplace or a stove for years and years and years, never have it inspected or cleaned. Over time, the creosote buildup, which is a flammable material, you know, we'll get to the point where if it does catch on fire, you know, typically when you're running an open fireplace, say, the temperature inside that flue is, you know, 400 or 500 degrees, something like that. When you have a chimney fire, all that very flammable creosote starts going up in flames. The temperature goes from that, you know, 400 to 600 to like 2,500.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, that's where having the integrity of your flue, making sure that, you know, whether it's stainless steel or terracotta tile, that it's going to be able to contain that immense heat and the flames and all that occur when you have a chimney fire.
Yeah, and yeah, that's really good information. It's definitely, you know, something people need to think about and look at. And if you had never used a wood stove, I've lived in a couple houses with wood stove, and it's a little bit intimidating. You got to get the airflow right. You know, there's fire bricks in there, there's grate in there. You know, there's a lot of stuff. Some folks maybe you've never been around one or experienced one. It's a really enjoyable way and efficient way to heat your house. What do you recommend to people that maybe never been around a wood stove?
You know, there's definitely a little bit of a learning curve to it. It's typically, if people have never operated a wood-burning appliance, you know, usually it's going to take a half a season or a season just to figure the animal out. The biggest advice I can give people is, first of all, monitor the moisture content of your firewood. You definitely want to burn dry firewood. Ideal moisture content is somewhere 15 to 20%. You know, they make little moisture meters that you can buy to read that. And the reason for that is because if you're burning wood that's still green or wet, there's a lot of water.
More creosote.
What causes that is there's so much water vapor in there that has to be evaporated before the wood actually is, you know, fully combusting. And so what you end up with is a lot of smoke.
Gotcha.
When you're trying to burn green wood, you end up with a lot of smoke, and all creosote is condensed smoke.
Got it.
And so you want to try to use dry firewood, and you want to try to burn hot fires because that reduces the amount of smoke that is actually condensing in your flue. When you're burning a wood-burning stove, for example, in your house, it's ideal if you step outside and look at the top of your chimney. You want to see about 90% heat waves and maybe 10% smoke or no smoke at all. That's telling you that you're creating a virtually smoke-free environment. Your chimney's still going to get dirty, but that buildup is going to be a real dry, brushable powder, easy to clean it all out.
You're having a hot, clean fire.
Yeah,
You're having an efficient fire.
Exactly, and that's counterintuitive for some people. I think a lot of people think that a hot fire is what's going to get them into trouble, but really, you want to try to burn hot fires to reduce the amount of smoke. That's how you keep your system clean and operating smoothly.
Yeah, and probably if you're burning a wood stove, I mean, probably good recommendation or rule of thumb would be to have your chimney cleaned, service annually. But if you're burning or heating your house solely with wood, how often do you recommend?
There's several different factors. You know, the moisture content of the wood is a big one because you're going to have more rapid buildup if you're not burning dry wood. I typically recommend to people that after they've burned through a cord, after it's been cleaned, it's a good idea to at least get it checked and see kind of where you're at. A cord is equivalent to about 2 pickup loads full of wood. So, you know, for some people, that takes a long time to go through, especially people who have fires at Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, it might not be quote unquote necessary. It's recommended that you get it inspected every year, at least just to check if there's been any structural damage or anything. But you know, if you're cranking through a couple cords a year, you're going to need to get it done at least annually.
Okay, good deal. Well, speaking of the holidays and stuff, you probably have been busy. Is that, you know, Christmas is coming up, Santa's getting ready to come.
I've been putting in a lot of prep work for Santa in the last few weeks.
I bet. And not, you know, I'll let you talk about that. And guys, enjoy being here today with Ron. SmokeRise Chimney Service. Have him come out, you know, get your chimney inspected, get your chimney cleaned. My grandmother used to say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So, you know, something simple. A lot of people don't do it, but it's something smart. But maybe you tell us how you've been getting ready for Santa. And good to see you.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks for having us.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been very busy the last few weeks. Everyone wants to get their flue nice and squeaky clean for Santa to come down and deliver all the presents for the boys and girls. I think he's going to be very happy with the work that I've done here in Brevard and also in the surrounding counties. Trying to make sure he has an enjoyable Christmas Eve this year. What is that? Whoa! Speak of the man himself.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Here he is, folks.
Look at this guy over here.
Santa.
This is my main man,
Good to
Ryan.
see ya.
Ryan helps me get down the chimneys nice and smooth, just like, did you put something extra last year? Maybe a little grease, or did you lube it up at all?
Yeah, and it's actually got a little floral scent to it, just so when you get down to the bottom, you're feeling squeaky clean.
Good. The reindeers really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Ryan, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you been a good boy this year, Ryan? Where did that Jay Cohen go? Jay, I think, wanted to sit on my lap. Jay, if you want to come in here and tell me what you want for Christmas, I got a knee for you. But what? How's business been?
Business has been good, and to answer your previous question, I have been minding my P's and Q's. We've had a great first fall running our own business. It's something that there is a lot of demand for. In my opinion, should be even more demand for it because a lot of people don't really think about it. It's one of those things that not everybody wants to do. You go down chimneys all the time.
All the time.
You know what you look like after you get out of a chimney. It's dirty work and it's hard.
If you want to stay on the nice list, get your chimney cleaned. And this guy. It's refreshing when you come down a nice, smooth, clean chimney and you don't have a bunch of soot all over your butt. That's good news.
That's right.
Good news. What else is? So you're. This is a newer business for your opportunity.
Yeah, we launched our own business basically back in August, and so been trying to put a little bit of money into advertising, but really trying to focus on just doing quality work, charging a reasonable price, hoping that word of mouth is going to go a long ways for us.
Well,
especially here in Brevard.
With the million views that the BIA Live show gets, you're going to blow up. No pun intended with the chimney,
right.
But you're going to blow up. Oh, that's exciting to hear. Santa likes a good small business that's doing well, and we wish you guys the best of luck and continued growth and all those things. So stay on the nice list. Get your chimney clean for the big guy coming through.
And we definitely appreciate everything Brevard Insurance has done as far as helping us set up our business and our business auto. We actually ended up combining everything together, left the other insurance carriers that we had, so we've got it all under your hat right now. Not your hat, I know you're Santa Claus, but Brevard Insurance's hat. And it's been a super smooth transition. We really appreciate you guys.
Oh, good. Well, Brevard Insurance stays on the nice list for sure. I'm not sure where Jay went. I know he wanted to tell me what he wanted for Christmas and sit on my knee here.
I don't know if I'm going to. Can I kneel behind you?
No, that's not allowed. You got to sit either on my lap and careful.
Heavier.
That's my reindeer remote. Be careful.
Oh, reindeer remote. I'm still working on this electric e-bike for downhill mountain biking.
I understand there was a representative from the North Pole here last week in the ELF, and there was a downhill e-bike situation.
Yes.
Are you having trouble pedaling downhill, Jay?
It's more the up. It's just
getting it up the hill.
You got to get up to get down.
Getting it up the hill. Okay.
Down's more fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think I've been pretty good.
All right.
I've had some moments of naughty behavior, but.
Well, Jay already know that.
Yeah.
I already know that. I already know that.
I'm gonna try to be better next year. Maybe not this year, next.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But thank you, Santa.
Hey, don't thank me yet.
Okay.
Don't thank me yet. So it looks like we've had a question from the millions of viewers that we have here. What does Santa do if a fire is burning on Christmas Eve? Don't worry. There's lots of magic that goes into coming into the homes and putting the presents under the tree. So please stay warm on Christmas Eve. Burn your fires. I'll bring the presents. Don't worry about how we get in. It's a little Santa North Pole magic that is none of your concern. So, and keep your doors locked, because that makes it even better for me. Oh, it looks like we have another question from you. When
landing.
Have I ever knocked a chimney over?
Well, when you land.
No, we've never knocked a chimney over. Do you guys do 24-hour service?
For you, Santa, put me on your speed dial.
All right.
If you're having an issue on Christmas Eve, I will get out there as soon as possible.
All right, I'll keep you on the sled phone. You'll be on my favorites on my sled phone.
Right.
Thank you, Ryan. And well, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Just wanted to let the viewers know a few opportunities this weekend that you can have to come out and spread some holiday cheer, and maybe see the big red guy. Tomorrow, the Transylvania County Parks and Recreation Department is having Christmas in the Park over at their building behind Pisgah Forest Elementary. Go out and enjoy that. I believe it starts around 11-ish, but don't quote me on that. Look on Facebook. Search up TC Parks and Rec on Facebook, and you can see that. There's also a few Christmas markets where you can go and get some gifts for your family and friends. Tomorrow, 185 King Street is going to have that open, so go and see them. And then on Sunday, you can head down to Rosman, and they're going to have their Christmas market there as well. Else, I'm not. Rosman, you need a Christmas market on Sunday. Cedar Mountain is on Sunday, so you head up to Cedar Mountain for the Christmas market, and you have plenty of opportunity to go out and get those last minute, or not last minute because we're still early, but those good gifts, local gifts in those markets. So folks, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate Ryan and coming, and Lee, and you guys stay on the nice list, get your chimneys cleaned, and we will see you soon. Merry Christmas, everybody.